Okay, good, very good. Where do you normally light candles?
Watching TV
Ah,
on the
but
family
today
watching the TV. Huh?
and tomorrow, tomorrow that
Eh,
is tomorrow
oh,
that
see,
is
yeah.
December 7th.
December 7th, yeah.
Do you plan to light candles or not?
Pues, no, bueno, I'm not.
No, you don't plan?
No, no. No, asado. Ay,
Ah, okay, good. But you
ya.
plan to do something, a barbecue.
Sí, un asado in family.
Mm, good idea, good idea. Very good.
Sí, ya, ya. Light candles, no, no.
Ah, bueno,
Eh,
okay. But you get together with your family. That is the important thing. Mm, bueno, muy
sí,
bien,
ya,
very
ya.
good. That's
Sí.
it. Bueno, guys, so
Currently libre.
today it's going to be the second class of the week, number one of intermediate two, right? So we're going to be working today in our second class of intermediate two. It's like a complementary class of the first class that was last time. The last time we were talking about our personality, and we were talking about what kind of personalities we have. And some of you told me, like, teacher, I am responsible. Other one told me I am super punctual. I am very strict. I am relaxed. I am normally happy, right? But I have a question for starting the class of today, and I would like Hannah to read the question that we have here. Tell me to read the question that it's here, Hannah, please.
Why did you develop that personality?
Why did you develop, which is desarrollar, why did you develop that personality? For example, I am organized. I said that I was organized, ready? And the reason it's because my mother taught me to be organized. Maybe because I was afraid of my mom. Maybe for fear. También puede ser que haya sido for fear of my mother, no? Because my mother was super strict with the things, and when I was disorganized or something, she was very angry. Maybe it was also for fear, no? What about you guys? Why did you develop that personality, relaxed or responsible or punctual or strict? Why? For your parents, for your friends, maybe.
Teacher, I developed that personality
Mhm.
um, for my parent. Eh, o sea, no, sería because father and person, eh, ¿cómo sería? Muy.
Very.
Very, yeah, yeah. The person very responsible
Okay,
and
okay. Organized. Organized.
organized, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bueno, yeah.
Ujú.
Excuse me.
Listo, good.
Organized.
Alvarito, lo que es person siempre va a ir al final, después de todas las características. Entonces, because my father
Okay.
is a very
Very
responsible
responsible,
and
organized.
organized person. Ahí sí, al final. ¿Listo?
Okay. And, o sea, sería responsible and organized. No, no, no hay. O sea, responsible, coma, organized and 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 ay, very serious.
Como ya usaste very antes,
Calm.
no lo puedo volver a usar. So,
Bueno, listo.
responsible, organized,
Serious,
and
serious,
serious.
and
Perfect.
serious, calm y person.
Okay, very good. Listo, entonces muy bien, excelente. So,
Yeah, and my mother eh, is and very love and strict, lovely and strict, yeah.
Un strict qué?
Eh, temperament,
Yeah, but no, no
strict.
more characteristics, sino es muy amorosa y estricta que mujer, persona.
Ah, mujer, ya,
Good.
mujer.
So, recuerda lo que te digo, el sustantivo siempre
Ya,
al
al
final.
final.
Woman,
No, es que iba
person,
a decir
mother.
eso, y lo que iba a decir que era bastante estricta a nivel temperamental. Entonces,
Ah, ok,
o
well.
sea, a veces parecía ser contradictorio una cosa que la otra, pero era como la misma forma de como de criarlo a uno.
Ujú.
Entonces, era así, se podía decir uno, por ejemplo, uno no le entiende, uno una cosa, pero bueno,
Yes.
así entonces, ¿y para qué? Bueno, aquí
Ok.
nos tiene.
Very good, very good,
Sí,
excellent.
very
Muy
nice.
bien. Listo.
Aquí.
What about the rest? Hannah, Bibi, why do you develop that personality? For the job, for your friends, for the school, maybe for the education? Why?
Teacher, for school, um, uh, experience, um, uh, work, and my work. Mhm.
Okay, bien. For my school, for my work, very good. That's a possibility. Is anybody else? Karen, Pau, Hannah, maybe. Why did you develop that personality?
Teacher, I am very punctual
Uh-huh.
because my parents taught me to respect other people's time.
Good, very good. Because my parents taught me to respect the people's time. Muy bien, very good, Pau. That's excellent. Very good. Entonces, in that case, what we're talking about it's the reasons why we became punctual, organized, responsible, all of that, right? Good, excellent. And probably you are sure about it. For example, in this case, Paula is sure. She says, because my parents taught me to respect the time of the people's time. Good. Or, for example, Alvaro is saying, like, because my father was a very responsible, organized, and serious person, right? Or maybe Viviana says, for my school, in la escuela, yes, I am sure. But maybe we are not so sure about something in the past. For example, I would say that I became organized maybe for fear. De pronto, por miedo. Maybe it's a possibility. So when we look in our past and we start talking about suppositions about the past, we are going to have to do it in a specific way, right? Today, we're going to work with modal verbs in past. Let's start with a listening exercise. It's a video in which you are going to listen a story. Ready? Give me 1 second. Over here. Aquí, good. So let me just 1 second. A ver.
Have you ever heard about spirits from other worlds? Hi, here, listen. Have you ever...
We're going to listen this story. Ready? And the important thing is that I want you to read on the subtitles and try to understand the story. The story goes a little bit fast, but try to understand it. It's going to be a scary story. Ready? So let's listen.
ever heard about the Ouija? Have you ever heard about spirits from other worlds? Those evil beings who just want to possess a soul to feel alive again. They are entities which are always looking for a bridge or a path to cross into this world, to have any feeling whatsoever. Not long ago, there was a group of teenagers who were playing around with one of those mysterious objects in the schoolyard, when suddenly they started to see strange movements on the leaves of the trees and weird noises in the air. They thought it might have been the wind which was blowing stronger than usual, but some of them also felt something awkward that made them think that they shouldn't have been playing with things they didn't really understand. It must have been a very serious experience for all of them, since that afternoon they all disappeared. Their parents were desperately looking for them, thinking where they could have gone after class. One of the members of the group, who was more respectful of the unknown, reported that he refused to participate. He said that he had seen them leaving school together, wondering in his head that he would never have dared to play with the spirits from the other world. Nowadays, kids have not come back yet. And to make the situation worse, some clothes have been found in different parts surrounding their houses. The parents thought that there might have been a serial killer or something like that, but it is not very likely since there haven't been any other reports of disappearances. While the town's priest have claimed several times that he has been having strange visions on his dreams and that there must have been something paranormal going on around. Police haven't figured out what may have happened with them, but in every interview that they have given, they always claim that those kids should not have played with such weird matters, and that their families should have been more attentive of their children. There are others more skeptical who said that kids might just have run away as teenagers normally do at that age, but their parents have denied such theories. The only certainty is that those kids should have returned to their houses safe and sound 3 weeks ago, but they still haven't. So, something must have gone wrong, and they certainly could have had some kind of trouble. Hope is still alive, and parents are still certain that their kids must not have died, so we hope. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Bueno, of course, it was a difficult story. No, it was a long story and it was very fast, but we're going to explain the topic. And at the end, we're going to listen again and you're going to see that it's more clear for you. As you could notice, as you can pudieron ver, in many parts of the story, there is an use for the expression of could have or must have o may or might have, e incluso también should have. Ready? So when we use all of these modal verbs, should, could, must, might, plus have, it's because we are using these verbs in the past. So we are talking about recommendations or possibilities, but in the past. All of this, it's about a story, yes? So that's why it's a story about something mysterious. And the story is told with these modal verbs. Must have, could have, may have, ready? If we notice, for example, here, they say, wait a second, over here, good? So in that case, for example, we have seen that it says that they thought it might have been the wind, right? So it's like, vea pues, might have might have been, ready? So in that case, the idea is that we are using these modal verbs, should, could, must, might, have, for different reasons in the past. De hecho, ya lo habíamos visto en otra clase diferente, pero vamos a verlo como un repaso, right? Como un uso diferente de los modales en pasado, ¿vale? Entonces ya sabemos que cuando usamos modales en pasado, debo usar el modal más have más el verbo en past participle. Por ejemplo, acá, a ver cómo puedo quitar esto. Wait. Okay. For example, here,
Might have been the wind which was blowing
they are
stronger than
using,
usual,
a
but
ver,
some of
wait.
them also felt something awkward that made them think
For
that they
example,
shouldn't have
there,
been
they are
playing
using
with things they
shouldn't
didn't really
have,
understand.
¿cierto?
It must have
Would
been a very
have,
serious
must
experience.
have. So in that case, we have to see in what situations I have to use one modal verb or the other. En qué caso debo usar un modal verb o el otro, ¿cierto? Let's start with the modal verbs of speculation. So you said, for example, ¿qué habrá pasado? What might have happened? ¿Qué habrá pasado? In the story of before. Ready? Entonces, in this case, we're going to have three different kinds of modal verbs. Yes? Como les dije, siempre que uso modal verbs in the past, we are going to use this structure. Modal verb plus have plus the verb in past participle. Ready? Entonces, for example, must have been. Debió haber sido, ¿cierto? Verb to be in past participle. O, por example, the criminal must have entered. Modal, verb to have, y luego el verbo en past participle. Para poder describir una suposición en el pasado, ¿cierto? Entonces, when I say the criminal must have entered between 2 and 4 a.m., ¿qué significará esa oración? Who can tell me?
O sea, la traducción. Ahí dice espéreme que entró una llamada, teacher.
Vale, vale. ¿Quién más? Anybody else? ¿Qué será lo que dice ahí? The criminal must have entered between 2 and 4 a.m.
Es como el criminal que o más o que más entre las
Careful, no must con O, sino must de modal verb con U.
okay.
Entonces, ¿qué será lo que dice ahí? The criminal must
Debe.
have...
El
Debe.
criminal debe haber entrado entre las 2 y 4 a.m.
Casi. Debe, no porque no es en el presente, sino
Ah,
debió.
debió.
Exacto, muy bien. Debió haber entrado entre las 2 y las 4 a.m. Es una suposición, pero todo esto es en el pasado. Así como en la historia, ¿cierto? En la historia están diciendo, debe ser que los niños desaparecieron porque debió haber pasado esto o lo otro, ¿cierto? Aquí igual, I'm saying the criminal must have entered between 2 and 4 a.m. It's a possibility, ¿cierto? Entonces, we're going to have three different kinds of possibilities, right? When I am almost sure, estoy casi seguro, I use must have. Debió haber, ¿cierto? When I say it's a possibility, could have. Pudo haber, ready? Or when I'm saying, I'm just guessing. Estoy solo suponiendo, I'm just guessing. May or might have. Que en español también se traduciría como pudo haber, pero con una posibilidad mucho menor que la de could have, ¿cierto? Entonces, por ejemplo, my dear Viviana, help me to read the first example.
I am sure that must have been a mistake.
A mistake. ¿Qué significa traducción? I'm sure that must have been a mistake. I'm sure that must have been a mistake.
Este should funciona como debí o ya con este más.
Pilas, no sure, sure es seguro, el otro de debí es should.
Ajá, estoy
Mira,
segura, o sea, entonces.
o sea, este es diferente, mira, que este es should. Mira cómo se escribe, este es sure. ¿Ready? Entonces, estoy segura que, ¿qué?
Debí tener.
Not really. Pilas, no es have de tener, sino de haber, porque es en el
Ok.
pasado. Entonces, esto es debió haber y un verbo en past participle. En este caso, must have been, must have gone. Entonces, debió haber ido, debió haber sido, debió haber tenido, debió haber, depende del verbo en past participle, ¿cierto? En este caso, estoy usando el must have been, verbo en past participle, verb to be. Entonces, digo, estoy segura que
¿Qué es? Como error.
yes, mistake es error, yes, good. Pero el resto, ¿qué significa? I'm sure that must have been a mistake. Recuerden que estamos hablando del pasado, ¿no? Esto es cerca del pasado. Suposiciones acerca del pasado. Entonces, estoy segura. I am sure, estoy segura que eso, recuerden bien, debió haber, y el verbo en past participle es el verbo ser, o sea, sido, debió haber sido un error.
Error.
Exacto. Entonces, ¿qué
Debe hacerse.
significa? La persona está casi segura de eso. Yes. Dice, I'm sure that that must have been a mistake. Estoy casi seguro que debió haber sido un error. ¿Cierto? The second one is could have. Could have. You know? So could have, it's pudo haber. It's a possibility. Es solamente una posibilidad. No está seguro. It's a possibility. ¿Cierto? Pau, help me with the example, my dear.
I think we could have taken the wrong turn.
Good. What is the meaning of that sentence?
Yo pienso que nosotros pudimos haber tomado el turno equivocado.
Good. Este turn no es de turno, sino de giro. Como el giro, you know, when you are,
Ya.
Entonces, pienso que pudimos haber tomado el giro incorrecto, ¿cierto? No está segura, the person is not totally certain, but it is a possibility. ¿Mm? Entonces, no es tan posible como con must have, es un poquito menos posible. ¿Listo? Alvarito, read the next example with may have o might have. It means pudo haber también, pero less possible. Entonces, read the example, please.
Entonces sería, I have no idea,
Idea.
ya, sí, ya. Perhaps she may have woken up late.
Exactly. Entonces, the person says, I have no idea, no tengo ni idea.
Ni idea.
Perhaps significa tal vez, maybe, it's a possibility. She,
Ella tuvo algo de woken, me suena.
es el past participle de wake. ¿Qué significa wake up?
Wake up.
¿Qué
Ay,
significa wake up?
subir, ¿no? Es así, algo así, como
No.
levantada.
Despertar.
Despertar, muy bien,
Despertar,
very
ya,
good.
ya, ya, ya.
Entonces, recuerden que may have, pilas, tienen que tener en cuenta que el have aquí no significa tener, no significa tener, significa haber, ¿listo? Porque es el modal en el pasado. Este have no es de tener. Entonces, aquí no es de que pudo haber tenido nada, sino que pudo haber, ¿qué? Woken up. O sea,
Se
ella
pudo
se
haber
pudo
levantado
haber,
tarde.
sí,
Levantado tarde.
exacto, se pudo haber despertado tarde.
Levantado
¿Listo?
tarde. Ajá.
Get up es levantarse, wake up es despertarse. ¿Listo?
Despertarse, ok.
Entonces, no sé, no llegó. I have no idea. No sé por qué. I have no idea. Maybe, perhaps, she may have
Parece
woken
que
up late. It's a possibility. Tal vez se pudo haber levantado tarde, ¿cierto?
Ajá.
Entonces, pilas, tengo 3 diferentes grados de seguridad, todos con el mismo modal, todos con la misma estructura, perdón, con diferente modal. Must, could y may or might, pero siempre usando have y verb en past participle para decir debió haber sido, pudo haber sido o podría haber sido, ¿cierto? Entonces, in that case, careful, it's using the modal verbs for describing security. If I am sure or not sure. For example, in the video,
Teacher,
dime, question.
me hace un favor, me recuerda las dos últimas, could have y might have, es lo mismo,
Pudo haber y el verbo en past
Ujú.
participle.
Pero significa lo mismo, sí.
La diferencia es que con could es un poquito más posible y con may o might, cualquiera de los dos, es simplemente una suposición. No tengo ni idea, estoy suponiendo. ¿Ready? Entonces, it's less possible, es menos posible.
Gracias.
¿Ok? ¿Ready? Bueno, muy bien. Very good. That's the thing. Ready? Let's read some examples. Let's leer some examples over here. Ready? Let's erase this part. Number 1. Karen, help me to read this example, my dear.
My brother is very punctual, but with his weather he must have stopped to cover from the rain.
Exactly. So it says, my brother is very punctual. Estoy seguro que mi hermano es muy puntual. But with this weather it means clima, ¿cierto? He must have stopped to cover from the rain. What is the meaning of he must have stopped? ¿Qué significa? He must have stopped to cover from the rain.
Él debió haber detenido. Algo así, ¿cierto?
Excelente, Álvaro, muy bien. Debió haberse detenido para
Detenido,
cubrirse from the rain.
como el de la lluvia, sí.
Exacto. Estoy seguro,
Protegerse.
porque él es muy puntual. No hay otra razón para que pudo haber llegado, para haber llegado tarde. Seguro fue que debió haberse detenido con el de la lluvia. ¿Listo? Muy bien. Entonces, when I am sure, cuando estoy seguro, must. Ready? Another one. Vivi, please.
The traffic was terrible. It could have been due to the Christmas celebration.
Muy bien. The traffic, it was terrible. O sea, estuvo horrible el tráfico, ¿cierto? ¿Qué pudo haber sido? Bueno, it's a possibility, no estoy seguro, but it could have been, pudo haber sido debido a the Christmas celebrations. It's a possibility. No estoy seguro, pero es muy posible, así que it could have been due to the Christmas celebrations, right? Con could porque es como 50-50, 50-50. No estoy completamente seguro, pero es posible, ¿no? Muy bien. Very good. And the other one? A ver, let's see. Hannah. Hannah? No. Karen?
Señor,
Read, please. Read here
ay, qué
the...
pena, teacher, es que
Don't
tengo
worry.
aquí problemas.
Tranquilo.
Leo todo, ¿verdad?
Yes.
I don't know what was that noise. It might have been a ghost. This house is too old.
Muy bien. Pronunciation of this verb, it's going to be might. Might. ¿Listo? Entonces, it might have
Okay,
been a
might.
ghost. This house is too old. Entonces, pues no tengo ni idea qué fue ese ruido, ¿cierto? I don't know. No sé qué fue ese ruido. It might have been a ghost. Pudo haber sido un fantasma, ¿cierto? Porque la casa es muy vieja. Obviamente no es muy probable, yes, I don't believe in ghosts. It's only just like supposition, yes. O sea, pudo haber sido algún fantasma, maybe, right? But it's not very possible. Entonces, in that case, como no es muy posible, I use might have y el verbo ser, ¿cierto? O sea, perdón, pudo haber sido un fantasma. Might have been a ghost. ¿Listo? Entonces, guys, in this case, I have different verbs. Wait a second, I need to show you something. Wait. Aquí, that's it. So, I have these possibilities. Ready? Must have, could have, may have, must have. Ready? The difference is if I am sure or not sure. Si estoy seguro o no estoy seguro, pero siempre es must have, verbo en past participo. Could have, verbo en past participo. May have o might not have, verbo en past participo. Couldn't have, verbo en past participo. Para describir lo que pudo o no pudo haber sido, ¿cierto? Entonces, por ejemplo, la pregunta inicial era, bueno, ¿y por qué desarrollaron esa personalidad? Pues maybe you could say, pues in my case, it must have been for my mom, ¿cierto? Estoy casi seguro. It must have been for my mom, ¿cierto? Entonces Álvaro dice, sí, it must have been for my father. O Viviana dice, pues tal vez también pudo haber sido, it's a possibility, pudo haber sido por mi trabajo. Entonces, it could have been for my job o for my school. Entonces, that's the thing. ¿Listo? ¿Cómo van a estar? Good questions, difficulties, problems.
Good teacher.
Good. Listo, muy bien, very good.
Good teacher,
Entonces,
good, very good.
depende su intención, usan un modal o el otro. ¿Listo? Bueno, estos modales específicamente los uso para lo que es seguridad o inseguridad sobre algo que sucedió antes. Entonces, por ejemplo, en la historia hablaban de los niños que desaparecieron, ¿cierto? Desaparecieron unos niños, pero ni idea qué fue lo que pasó. Entonces, they are saying like, it might have, it might have been something paranormal. Pudo haber sido, ¿no? Just something paranormal. But they are not sure. But in the story, en la historia, they also mention, for example, they say that the kids, the police officers said, a ver, wait, aquí. They say that the police say that the kids shouldn't have played, shouldn't have played with spirits, con los espíritus, right? Entonces, when they say that they shouldn't have played, yes, it's different. Dentro de los modales que vimos no había should, ¿cierto? Así que should es para otra cosa, ¿cierto? Entonces, in what case I have to use should? Vamos a ver. I can also use modal verbs. También puedo usar modal verbs en el pasado for talking about recommendations or suggestions about the past situations, acerca de las situaciones en el pasado. Entonces, for example, you said, you shouldn't have done that. La estructura es la misma. Modal verb, have, and the verb in past participle, ¿cierto? Las tres elementos. Modal verb, have, and the verb in past participle. Ready? But we're going to have a different recommendation or a different use. In this case, they say, you shouldn't have done that. What is the meaning of that sentence? ¿Qué significa esta oración? You shouldn't have done that.
¿No deberías haber hecho eso?
Muy bien, Paula, no deberías haber hecho eso o no debiste haber hecho eso, ¿cierto? It's a suggestion about the past. No es una sugerencia para ahora, no. El problema ya pasó. No debiste haber hecho eso in that moment, right? Entonces, first, shouldn't have, right? Pero también tengo could have, otra vez could have, sí, otra vez could have. Could have tiene los dos usos. Puede ser para decir cómo pudo haber pasado tal cosa o también for talking about alternatives in the past. So in that case, I can use, for example, you could have done something else. Pudiste haber hecho otra cosa. Igual, pudiste, yes, o la persona pudo haber hecho otra cosa. No es una recomendación como tal, sino una alternativa, algo diferente que pudo haber pasado. Ready? Entonces, in that case, I can use should have for describing the recommendations if it was a good idea or a bad idea about something past. ¿Cierto? Entonces, for example, I said, the kids are lost, disappeared, because they were playing with the Ouija, no? So, the police said the kids shouldn't have played with that. No debieron haber jugado con eso, right? So in that case, should or shouldn't have, it's going to be for saying like, debió haber hecho eso o no debió haber hecho eso. ¿Listo? Entonces, for example, here, I have, what is the example over here? No, this one, it's not the one. This one, it's the one. It's a conversation. Álvaro, could you please help me to read the first line over here? The first sentence.
Last night I had a terrible encounter with a thief.
Un ladrón. Yes, with a thief.
Sí, a thief. How wanted to steal my purse. I'm
Mi bolso,
tired.
¿cierto?
I'm tired to run away, but I feel down and broke my uncle.
Good, very good. Entonces, it's talking about a story. Camille is telling like, no, imagínese that last night I had a terrible encounter with a thief who wanted to steal my purse. Me quería robar el bolso, yes? I tried to run away. Yo traté de escapar, but I fell down and broke my ankle. ¿Qué se rompió? What is the meaning of ankle?
No, no estoy seguro. No estoy seguro, no estoy seguro.
What is the meaning
Me
of
suena,
ankle?
pero...
¿Tobillo?
Tobillo, muy bien, very good.
Ok. Se
Right?
lastimó.
So,
Bueno, ajá,
exactly, she broke her ankle. Right? Entonces le está contando. John, the friend, is going to answer. Le va a responder. Paul, please.
You shouldn't have tried to escape. It was too dangerous. You shouldn't have just given yourself away. It's not a good idea to risk your life over a cell phone or a wallet.
Muy bien, very good. So the man is giving a recommendation, a hypothetical recommendation for the past. The man is saying, no, come on, you shouldn't have tried to escape. O sea, no debiste, it's negative, no? So you shouldn't have tried to escape because it was too dangerous, era muy peligroso. You should have just given your things away, ¿cierto? Entonces debiste solamente entregar tus cosas. Because it's not a good idea, important, it's not a good idea to risk your life over a cell phone or a wallet. In this case, I'm using should have, especially for talking about the things that were a good idea or a bad idea before. It's not the only one, of course. It's not the only expression. With this expression, which should have, I can also use others. Let's see what other expressions we have for talking about the past. Wait a second. Over here, good. So in this case, I have should have or shouldn't have, which is the best idea or not the best idea, ¿cierto? Debió haber hecho o no debió haber hecho. But at the same time, I have other expressions, which is the expression be supposed to, or simplemente was or were supposed to. It's what it's normal or not normal from a person, lo que se espera de una persona, right? So for example, no sé, let's say that the kids disappear, ¿no? O sea, los chicos de la historia, they disappear. They were not supposed, they were not supposed to, they were not supposed to play with that. O sea, no es normal, ¿no? Entonces, no se esperaba. They were not supposed to play with that. Take into account that solamente los modales como should, could, must usan esta estructura de have y el verbo en past participle. Las otras expresiones, por ejemplo, need to, had to, obligación, tenían que o necesitaban, ¿cierto? En ese caso no, simplemente pongo el verbo en pasado y ya está. Had, que es el pasado de have, need, que es el needed, que es el pasado de need, ¿cierto? O was, que es el pasado del verb to be. ¿Ready? En ese caso, con estas expresiones, no necesito usar have y el verbo en past participle. Eso sucede únicamente con los verbos modales. ¿Listo? ¿Ready? Entonces, in this case, for example, I said, they were not supposed to play with that. Obviamente no uso was porque el sujeto es they, so they were. O, por ejemplo, no sé, last night, I was supposed to have dinner. You know, se suponía que cenara. Yes, I was supposed to have dinner, but I was sick. Entonces, se hizo o no se hizo algo fuera de lo normal, ¿cierto? What that was not normal, right? So, but I was sick. O sea, que no cené, era normal, se esperaba que cenara, pero no lo hice because I was sick. The other two expressions, had to and need to, are talking about obligation and necessity in the past, ready? Entonces, for example, no sé, with the personality. Yes, we said, pues, teacher, I am organized or I am responsible because before, when I was younger, cuando era más joven, when I was younger, I had to be very organized and serious. Organized and serious. ¿Cierto? Entonces, tenía que ser, right? I had to be organized and serious. Obligation. And necessity, which if you say need to, no? For example, I thought, well, when I was younger, I needed to study very hard. To study very hard. ¿Cierto? Entonces, in that case, it was a necessity. These expressions are talking about what is normal or what it was mandatory obligation in the past. And also including some recommendations about the past. Ready? What do you think? Questions about these expressions, difficulties? Estas son un poquito más fáciles que las anteriores. Bueno, no sé. Questions, difficulties, or problems?
It's a question. Very good.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Paula, Alvarito, Hannah, Karen. All
No,
good?
teacher. Fine, fine.
Fine. Fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Very good. For example, here we have the story. Wait a second. When we already saw the story of the kids, they disappear, no? We already saw different stories over here, but one story more. Let me just erase this part. Okay, we're going to have the story of this couple. Ready? So the story of this couple is that they got divorced. They got divorced. The only thing that they said is that it was not infidelity. It was not infidelity. Entonces, my first question, what could have happened to this couple? They say that they are going to, well, they got divorced, but it was not for infidelity. It was another reason, but they didn't explain why. So the question is, what could have happened to them? ¿Qué les pudo haber pasado? What could have happened to them? So you are going to make suppositions about the possible reason of the divorce.
No sé. I must have. Pero must have. No sé. Difficulty de entendimiento, entendimiento, no
Okay,
sé.
wait. Comprehension or understanding. Listo, pilas.
Ah,
Entonces,
ok.
¿pero quién es tú? I.
They.
Listo, entonces pilas. They must have y luego sí el verbo tener. Aquí como es
Ajá.
igual, entonces they must have had. Debieron haber
Ajá.
tenido difficulties. Difficulties of understanding.
Ah,
Entendí.
esa era la palabra que estaba buscando.
Exacto.
Dije, ok,
Listo, muy bien. It's a possibility. Sí, ¿por
yeah.
qué no? That's right. Good. Any other possibilities? ¿Alguna otra? Any other possibilities of hypothesis? No, that's the only one. I think, for example, in my perception, I think that probably they might have fought over money or time. I think that they might have fought or they might have discussed over money or time. You know, like, no, you are working too much, or we don't have money, we have to work, well, something like that, right? It's a possibility. Any other possibilities? Any other hypothesis here?
Teacher, they could have gotten tired.
Wait. They could have gotten tired of what? The K, gotten tired of
Routine.
what, baby? Sorry, of
De la rutina.
good, very good. So they could have gotten tired of routine. It's a possibility. Yeah, why not? Listo. Entonces, in that case, muy bien. You are making suppositions using must have. De pronto Alvarito está más seguro. We said could have gotten. It's a possibility. But we don't know. Good. Entonces, bueno, supposing that they got tired of their routine. Vamos a seguir esta hipótesis. They got tired of their routine. Entonces, ya suponemos que se cansaron de la rutina. They don't want to live together anymore. They just got tired of their routine. Next question.
Teacher, también
Yes.
pudo ser they could have gotten tired of, no, yeah, no, to have much discussion, creo que es así, no
Many
sé,
discussions.
ok, ya. No, muchas, o sea,
Por
pudieron,
eso,
o sea,
pero es que discussions es contable, Alvarito. Entonces, many.
ok, many,
Ready?
ok, perfecto,
Mhm.
ya.
Excellent.
Listo.
Yes. Muy bien, very good. Sí, it's a possibility. It's a possibility that they could have had many discussions, many arguments. That's it. Bueno, now yeah, we know that they could have got tired of the routine, and of course that they must have had a lot of discussions. So the question is pretty simple. What should they have done? What should they have done? What's the recommendation?
Teacher, en esta ocasión, de pronto como se puede utilizar lo que se esperaba de ellos como pareja,
Claro.
was, ¿cierto?
Of course. Uh-huh.
Entonces sería como they was, no sé,
They were.
was, así es. Super two,
Uh-huh.
este, no sé cómo decirlo, haber buscado ayuda o terapia.
Good. Very good. They were supposed to look for therapy.
Ujú.
Why not? Good. Muy bien. Excellent. So they were supposed to look for therapy, number one. Anything else? Any other recommendation? That one is very good, but any other? No, no more.
No, teacher, no more, yeah.
No, porque es que
Prácticamente,
si se utiliza el have to es como obligación, y pues ya
Yes,
ahí sí
exactly.
no. Ajá, y en este caso de pronto como necesario, algo que necesitaban, de pronto era como, no sé, trabajar más, como esposo, o algo así, o tener hijos.
Another possibility.
sí, ya,
To
the
work
possibility, yeah,
together.
o more compression, más more compression.
Comprehension or understanding. Careful. Comprehension or understanding. Pues muy bien, they needed to work together, necesitan trabajar más juntos, maybe they needed to have a kid, no? Something like that. Muy bien. Entonces, in that case, the first expressions, las primeras expresiones son para una cosa, ¿cierto? Para describir qué fue lo que pudo haber sucedido. ¿Yes? Las otras expresiones ya no son para describir qué pudo haber sucedido, sino qué debían haber hecho, qué necesitaban hacer, qué tenían que hacer, right? O qué se esperaba de ellos como pareja, por ejemplo, o qué se esperaba que sucediera. ¿Listo? Entonces, every single expression, todas están determinadas o enfocadas a hablar sobre el pasado, pero cada una tiene un uso diferente, ¿sí? Entonces, tienen que tener cuidado para que se usan las expresiones, las diferentes expresiones. ¿Listo? Guys, el checkpoint de la semana número 2, ¿sí? El primer checkpoint de este nivel, es una historia misteriosa, algo como un crimen parecido, ¿sí? Entonces, simplemente es una sola actividad y es de manera oral. Aquí solamente voy a ver una actividad en este checkpoint, ¿listo? Entonces, ¿qué tienen que hacer? Hay un detective, there is a detective, y les está preguntando, oiga, ¿usted vio algo? ¿Sabe algo? Entonces, what you have to do is to create the story. Detective, I am not so sure, but I listen some screams. Escuché unos gritos. Maybe it could have been ta 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 ta. Possibly it may have been no sé qué, no sé qué. O no, I am sure that it must have been bla 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 bla. ¿Cierto? And also describing the story, you're going to talk about some recommendations or some suggestions for the person of the story. ¿Listo? In this checkpoint, it's only one. So it's only one activity and it's spoken. Ready? And that's it. ¿Sí está claro? Right? The activity of the week number 2, the checkpoint of the week number 2.
Yeah, teacher, yeah.
Yes,
Vamos.
teacher.
Sí,
Listo,
teacher.
perfect. Very good. That's it. Bueno, guys, ahora sí, yo les envié un videito, ¿ya todos lo vieron?
Sí, ya, teacher.
¿Ya? Listo, guys. Entonces, a partir del 11 voy a estar, bueno, dicho, el 11 ya no estoy, estoy hasta este sábado, hasta el 9. ¿Listo? Después de ahí, ya están con el profe Andrés Grijalva. ¿Listo? El correo está en el video que les envié. Se los envié tanto a la plataforma como a WhatsApp para que lo tengan ahí. ¿Listo? Entonces, nada, básicamente pues ustedes van a estar con él. Yo le comenté sobre los horarios que llevamos, que más o menos que a las 7, 8, que no tan temprano porque pues se les dificulta, ¿listo? Entonces pues él dijo como que listo, que no había problema, que pues iba a programar las clases a esa hora, ¿listo? Solamente serían realmente 2 semanas con ese profe, ¿listo? La semana del 26 al 30 de diciembre estaríamos en semana de receso y ya yo vuelvo la semana del 2 de enero, o sea, el martes 2 de enero, ya tendrían, o sea, esa semana ya tendrían clases conmigo normal, ¿listo? Entonces, pues
Ah, o
básicamente
sea, teacher, que en esa semana no se programa clase.
la semana del 26 al 30.
Ah,
¿Listo? En esa semanita no, pues de todas maneras, si ustedes quieren programar, hay profes eh, que van a dar como clase los profes asistentes.
O sea,
ah,
pueden
Y
no,
hacer
nosotros lo
refuerzos y
esperamos,
todo
nosotros
ahí
lo
también.
esperamos.
sí,
Oh,
sí,
si
¿verdad?
no, oiga. Sí,
Igual.
ellos van a estar en refuerzo y todo así, como cositas así.
Pues como tal refuerzo, digamos, no, van a estar
No
dando las
digo
clases.
asesorías, tutorías, que es normalmente.
Sí, el profe debería estar dando tutorías, aunque no sé en qué horarios tenga él disponible, pero sí debería estar dando las tutorías en esas dos
Pero los
semanas.
otros teachers también.
No, los otros teachers no dan tutorías, solamente los tutores de cada grupo, o sea, en este caso, pues digamos,
Ah, ok, ok, ok.
es eso, ¿listo? Si tienes preguntas o tutorías, aprovechemos enero, que de pronto tienen más tiempito para que me pregunten, concertemos una cita, una tutoría para tal día y pues vamos trabajando en temas si
No,
necesitan explicación, ¿listo?
exactamente, básicamente era, no, quiero empezar a practicar un poco el tema de ya de tema o sea, ya estoy comprendiendo más cuando me hablan, pero siempre estoy teniendo como un poco de temor, pero no, no temor, no, me falta más vocabulario.
Yeah,
Entonces estoy
that's important.
buscando como, o sea, ya vi la necesidad que el tema del hablar inglés en los tiempos es sencillo, pero uno tiene que llenarse mucho de vocabulario.
Every.
Vital y vocabulario. Entonces,
Sí,
para todo
exacto.
entonces, estoy en eso, estoy ahora hambriento de buscar vocabulario y cosas así. Entonces, teacher, si usted ahorita tiene por ahí verbos, cosas y vocabularios, porfa, me envía,
Pues digamos
por
que
favor.
como tal una lista, pues sería una lista eterna, infinita de palabras, pero es mejor,
Ah, sí.
yo les envié un video al grupo de cómo se aprende vocabulario, tienen que contextualizarlo. Entonces, por ejemplo, esta semana me voy a dedicar al vocabulario de mi trabajo. Entonces te dedicas al
Ujú.
vocabulario del trabajo, de la programación, de los códigos, de no sé qué, tal, tal. La otra semana me voy a dedicar al vocabulario de la familia, entonces mi hija, mi
Ah,
esposa,
ok,
ta, ta, ta.
ok,
Pero hay que
thank you.
contextualizarlo, ¿listo?
Ah,
¿Ready?
hay que centrarse más bien como en uno primero y así. Ah, ya. Ok, perfecto.
Exacto. ¿Listo? Sí, 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 eso es lo que hay que hacer. Revisa el videito que yo le envié, el último video que envié en el grupo, ese es sobre vocabulario justamente, para que ahí está todo el proceso, cómo debería uno tratar de aprender vocabulario. ¿Listo? O sea, ahí lo puedes encontrar. ¿Ready? Bueno, guys, entonces pues,
Reenvíemelo de nuevo, teacher.
listo, vale, ya
Por-
ahorita te lo
Ah,
envío.
no, ya lo encontré, ya lo encontré. Sí,
¿Sí?
sí, sí, el último, sí.
Vale, no problem, listo.
Listo, thank you.
Entonces, bueno, no el último que hice Vacation Period, sino el anterior, anterior que es de Instagram, de una cuenta de Instagram. ¿Ready?
Ok, no, si lo podrías reenviar, por favor.
Sí, yo te lo reenvío, no te preocupes.
Ok,
Don't worry.
teacher, gracias.
¿Listo? Bueno, very good. Entonces, guys, por el momento, ¿tienen alguna pregunta antes de irnos a mini vacations? ¿Todo bien? All good? All questions?
no, teacher, felices
Good,
vacaciones.
teacher.
Bueno, listo, gracias. Entonces yo veré, pues ustedes son los más adelantados, de verdad que impresionado pues con su compromiso, porque pues de todas maneras no es fácil llegar hasta aquí. Ya llevamos casi como que 9 meses trabajando juntos, entonces pues
Sí.
es un logro grande y como les decía en el video, de 213 personas que empezamos, solamente hay 10 aquí en este nivel. Pues ustedes hacen parte de estos 10. Entonces, pues nada, muchas gracias por el compromiso, por la constancia y espero que así sigamos y cuando vuelvan en enero, pues espero ahí seguir con ustedes súper juiciosos, ¿vale? Entonces, pues, y esperemos que llegue más gente, la gente que se ha venido quedando en nuestras clases, pues que se puedan poner al día ahorita en estos 2 mesecitos para que cuando volvamos ya vuelva a ser un poquito de pronto la clase más grande, más participativa, con más gente para que pues haya más interacción y toda la cosa. Bueno, entonces, guys, felices fiestas, felices velitas mañana, feliz Navidad, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's
Happy New
it.
Year's.
Okay, so have a good
Yeah.
night and see you on January. See you in 2 weeks,
Oh,
3 weeks.
see you later, teacher.
Okay, thanks a
The
lot.
same for you, teacher.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye bye, class.
Bye.
Bye bye.